This is your host Nishi.
And I'm Love. Let's de-romanticize our life one episode at a time.
Okay.
So, what's up with today's episode? Long time no see.
Yes. So the thing is, I will ask you something, okay?
Okay.
You know about the stage of love.
Yeah.
You know about the stage of grief.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard about the stages of kindness?
No, that's a first. What are they?
Okay. So basically, it's just my own analysis, and I also heard some people say it, that once when for the first time you show kindness to a stranger or somebody that you know, you do it out of that you want to do it for them.
Mm-hmm.
That we can think that that's the first stage of kindness. Okay. But after that, once you help somebody, you intentionally or unintentionally build an expectation in their head that ये तो मदद करेगी, whatever
हाँ,
happens,
तो
whatever happens. So they started to expect from you
Yeah.
regarding every aspect of their life,
Which is
and
true.
by doing so again and again and again and again, you lose yourself, and in a very later stage of your life, you realize that you have crossed so many boundaries, you have been so many times to help someone else
Yeah.
that you now forgot how to show kindness to yourself. And according to me, these are the stages of kindness.
That is true. So, with that intro being said, on today's episode of Main Character Radio Season 2, Episode 1, the episode is about the price we pay for kindness, for being a kind person in this day and age. So, I guess we are going to start with describing what we believe kindness is, then get into our personal experiences, and we'll see where that goes. So, do you
Okay.
want to start
You
with that?
should start.
You want me to start?
Yes.
So, kindness to me usually has to be just well intentions, because I like to think that I move with good intention, and a lot of times that I kind of am in the illusion all the time that other people are also probably thinking the same way that I am, but that's usually not true. And kindness is really, really small when you think about it. That when we are being kind to another person, we are just being considerate.
Yeah.
Simply just
Completely.
consider it. It's not something, it's not a grand gesture, it's not a love confession, it's not something huge that you do for another person. Sometimes kindness is just like, I don't know, like a tap in the back, or like a hand on your leg, or just one kind of that, you know what, I see you, that you're gonna be fine. And kindness can be really, really small for a person that is in need, for a person that is aching. And I feel like for me, kindness is something really small, and I just like to think that I tend to be plagued by certain thoughts at night that, in my head I keep thinking I move with care, I move with intention. I know that intent and impact can be two different things, and that's why I'm very considerate of how I should be dealing with people. I don't want to say the wrong things and hurt someone in a way that could, sit with them. And I feel like that is what kindness is to me, because what I wouldn't want in my life, I don't want to project on another person, no matter what kind of intense or extreme emotions I am in. This is just what I feel like. What about you?
That's beautiful. Actually, I completely agree with you. And for me, when you said that the kindness is a tap on the shoulder,
Kanji.
yeah, it is the same, baby. It's kindness as something, a smile from a stranger
Yeah.
on your bad day, right?
Exactly.
Why to be unnecessarily rude to people on the road?
Yeah.
I don't see the point in it. They might be having the worst day possible in their life,
Yeah.
and you're just one smile or just a little pass-by compliment. Listen, you're looking really pretty.
It makes my day.
Makes my day too.
Genuinely.
Yeah. Like maybe somebody is dealing with the most insecure day of their life, and they're just not happy with their looks or anything. And imagine a stranger coming up to them and just be like, listen,
You
you're
look
looking
gorgeous.
you know what sort of validation that can put in people's life.
Yeah.
Kindness for me is also very small gestures that you show
Yeah.
to other people, to the people that you know also, because the thing is, it is so important to be kind to the people that you know that serve such a big purpose in your life.
Yeah.
it's so important for me to show kindness to you.
Yeah.
It's so important for you to show kindness to me
Of
on a
course.
daily basis.
Yeah.
Because what are relationship without a little nurturing here?
Consideration.
Yeah, consideration here and
Yeah,
there.
because I feel like in my life, I've, a lot of people have
Hmm.
always told me the very same thing, Levine, you're too nice. Levine, you tell me that all the time. Levine, you're too nice. You think that people are thinking with the same intentions that you are moving with, and that's not how it goes. And so this episode is pretty fitting, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest. The price that we pay
Pay.
for kindness, because I like to think that when I project kindness into the world or anywhere around me, it's not because I'm hoping that ये चल फिर के ना मेरे पास वापस
Hmm.
आना है. That's not what my intention is. Because मुझे लगता है कि when I give kindness away anywhere at all, whether it be even just to myself, I'm hoping that ये kindness is going to be a part of the world that I wish to be present in, that I wish to be living in. And that, all of that and these thoughts have, amounted, got us nowhere. So,
Sad part.
yeah, sad part. So I guess in this episode हम यही बोलने वाले हैं कि please kindness.
काइंड मत करिए. इतना सब कुछ बोल के हम बस आपको यही बताना चाहते हैं
Kind
काइंड
मत
मत
बनिए.
बनिए. Because this is what happened. Like when talking about personal experiences,
Yeah.
I always think that kindness can be a very different experience for different people. Your experiences towards kindness will be different because the thought that you're starting, thought that you're doing, being kind to someone else is different. My thought of being kind to someone else is different.
Yeah.
Even to ourselves are different.
Yeah.
So for my experiences, I have to say that I had to pay such a bigger price to be this soft.
Amazing soft person
Exactly.
in this absolutely fast moving, always colliding world. And I feel like being kind, also think about this, okay, when we are just being kind because that's our nature and we are trying to give kindness to someone who doesn't know how to accept it,
Yeah.
and then because of that person's experiences and because of whatever they are going through, we become collateral damage, you know?
You bleed on people who didn't hurt you.
Yeah, and that's what ends up happening to overly nice people. And because not everybody in this world is gonna have the same intentions, and that's completely fine. It varies from different lived experiences, right? But, okay, so moving away from all of that, I wanna ask you a question. Like, one point of your life where you have experienced kindness which has moved you.
The thing is, with me, I was just telling you this, right?
Yeah.
That it's like in a singular digit that I can remember that people have shown kindness to me,
Yeah.
except the very close people that I have in that's why I keep my circle very close.
Same.
Because I stopped experiencing kindness from the very larger section of people. So I thought, let me reduce that circle to only allowing those people inside my inner walls who are considerate enough to let me call me selfish, but now I have
It's not selfish.
to that
Not even a little bit.
mindset that I will only show kindness to those people who are kind to me, because enough is enough.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And I feel like after a certain point of time, that's what happens. Except for me, मैं कभी नहीं सीखती. And because
I'm still do silly mistakes.
yes, of course, but you do have that realization,
Yeah.
right? And which is amazing, because you're not selfish for raising your boundaries. Because when you think about it, empathy is such an amazing feeling, because we talk about it all the time, you and me,
Yeah.
the difference between sympathy
Sympathy and
empathy, right? So for sympathy, it's like you feel bad for a person, you're sitting on your high pedestal and you feel bad for this person who is like at rock bottom, and you're like, oh god, I feel terrible for this
you.
person. But empathy is probably getting down from that
That high
pedestal, going down at rock bottom, sitting with that person and being like, you know what, I understand, I feel bad for you, and I understand. And that's empathy. But I feel like we are highly empathetic people, not sympathetic.
हम तो pedestal तक पहुंच ही नहीं पा रहे.
सच है. But like हम इतने empathetic लोग हैं, हम empathy देते हैं, but like empathy without boundaries is just self-neglect. Because
That's a sort of self-harm also, I would say.
It's self-neglect. you know, because it is self-harming to yourself. You're so empathetic to God knows who does not deserve it. Take care. So this is you having boundaries, because the price of we pay for kindness is not something that needs to be continued, right? You don't have to become the sacrificial goat in this world, because we are not promised another life. We just have this one, and I refuse to become collateral damage, to be sacrificed just because I am a nice person, you know. And that is something I'm learning only now, and I know that tomorrow I'm gonna absolutely flip up and be like, you know, like car hit me on the road bleeding, like, hey, I got you.
That's you. I have to say, I'm her best friend and I know her so well. So that's why I'm saying, ki, what is she saying? I absolutely back that up because she is like this. That's you. That I used to be that at one point of time, but now I realize this, that my boundaries are so up high that definitely I still do feel empathetic, because you see, with me is that I will hear something, I will sit on that thought for so long, feeling so bad for somebody. But at the same time, I have learned this very newly to control myself, to not go and be sitting on that lower
Yeah.
rock bottom and be like, listen, I understand.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for you. Because I know as the moment will come, I will be still be sitting on the rock bottom, but that person will just get up and go up and sit in the pedestal.
Yeah.
I will also not show like, listen, I understand. They will not
Exactly.
even have the time to even say that.
Exactly. And I feel like that's what becomes the prize now.
Yes, that's it. That is
That is the
exactly
prize.
yes.
Because I feel like experiencing kindness for me, of course, there are multiple times that people have been nice to me. People, you know, go cafes and there are amazing women out there who come and tell me, like, oh, you're beautiful. And I'm like, oh my god, you made my day. And I would totally think about that. But that's very highly appreciated. But when I think about it recently, like in the last 2 months have been a little rough on me, and I had kind of gotten a little numb from the inside. And I feel like since your kindness and all of your emotional resources at the end of the day are finite, right? It is finite. It's not infinite. You know, when your cup is running empty for God knows how long, and you still feel like God knows where from you're sourcing all that water to pour into another person's cup, and now the cup doesn't exist, the source doesn't exist, and your cup is shattered. Yeah. And so because of all of that, it's just been rough. And recently, I told you, right, I went to college
Yeah.
and I saw this beautiful dog.
Yes.
And so when I met her, and I feel like this experience was so different for me, because I could not have gotten anything back.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't have gotten a conversation. I couldn't have gotten anything back. But the only simple, I feel like I didn't need more words of kindness. I needed an act of kindness. I needed a touch of kindness. And that dog, you know, when I fed her and I gave her water, it was absolutely hot day. And she was just like tail wagging, beautiful brown eyes, just looking at me. And you know, in between my legs, and she's being so sweet. And I had this like fuzzy, warm feeling in my chest. And I feel like, I don't know if I'd been kind to her, but I know that she single-handedly was so kind to me, because I felt like I'd forgotten that warmth could have existed here. I had forgotten that I needed an act. I didn't need more words in my life. I needed someone to come and show it to me, because words are just alphabets if they're not backed up with action, right? And that's what it is like. But I'm trying to be better with the boundaries I spoke about.
That's true. And what you said about the words not being equivalent to action,
Yeah.
words actually, you know, in every sphere of life, when you compare it with love also, love is an action, always will overpower love as a word, right? But only, you know, this words, that is, words hold such a big weightage in people's life.
Yeah.
For me, why I don't want to throw it away so easily here and there is because it's related to the kindness phase of myself, my whole personality. Is that why I cannot be rude or was in a very difficult position in keeping up boundaries, is that I was so afraid of actually hurting people that no matter how much, like, they are in my back putting a dagger inside, and I still don't want to look back, so they will somehow know that I noticed that they are the one who's hurting me.
Exactly.
My phase of kindness, my experiences of kindness are like this: ki I just cannot be rude to people so easily.
Yeah.
No matter how much they have made me go through 6 feet under the ground and 6 feet above the sky at the same time.
Because I feel like, see, we are like, when you think about girls and Instagram पे अगर देखते हैं ना, we're like whimsical little fairies. I swear to God, why are we being treated like soldiers out here? ठीक है, तुम्हें लगता है इन नाजुक
God
हाथों
is-
में जान है?
God is
नहीं है.
testing way too much right now.
Yeah, and I feel like God is trying to teach me lessons, and I'm not gonna blame God,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna blame my faith. And I know that at the end of the day, that is what is giving me strength to hold on. If this is a lesson I need to learn, I'm gonna learn it. So,
थोड़ा break. थोड़ा break. Give some pauses in between. Even movie में भी interval होता है. हम भी deserve करते हैं. Because इतने plot twists हमारे season of life में हुए हैं कि we can call them mines. पता ही नहीं चलता कहाँ प्लेसमेंट की करके रखी है.
और फिर एक ही दिन बस गलती से पैर रखते हैं, ही हाँ करते हैं, फट जाता है.
भाई,
ठीक है.
तुझे पता है it's he is the only reason that we are going through life right now.
Yeah,
Because people have not shown any sort of kindness. That's why when you asked me that do you have any kindness story, I can tell you that the single digit population have been kind to me my whole life.
No, Baba, you think about it. Kindness, when I think about it, see, people are nice here and there. Sometimes they are, but sometimes they're absolutely wretched people. I don't know why you exist. But other than that, it's just such all these humans and such less humanity.
Yes. And you know what? Now I'm saying this. You can also say that ki maybe I am not that kind to the other person. That's why they are not kind to me. But do you see what is happening in this world? We do not have to give each other's example. We can just open the internet today and see how many people have genuinely been kind in a single comment section
Yeah.
that they have no business putting their noses in.
Yeah. You know, and that's what happens. I swear.
Because on a random day, a random stranger thought that this picture is beautiful.
Yeah.
Or maybe this is a core memory that I wanted to put on the internet and
Yeah.
make it in my digital footprint.
Yeah.
And then again, a random stranger thought, let's do one thing.
Wreck it up for you. Let's not be kind ever. Let's spread hate. Let's be bitter. And I'm sure that must be so amazing for you, dog. But just do not
And
bring
all
that
these
in my life.
girls outside,
Oh god.
you think that eye rolling is giving you such a baddie vibe. All I can see you are such a bitches. I'm saying it out loud, man. I'm saying it out loud.
I mean, like, देखो क्या लगता है? तू खुद बता. What should change?
What should change? Boundaries should be much stronger than you think. You cannot. This is the thing we says that कि जब जागो तभी सवेरा.
Yeah.
But when you have gotten hurt so many times, first you need to understand that it takes some time to actually basically completely understand a person and their true colors. So your boundary wall shouldn't go down that easily. It needs to be up. See, what my mother always tells me, okay, that never think bad about someone else. अगर हो सके किसी की मदद करो, नहीं हो सके कुछ मत करो.
Yeah.
Never think bad because that bad comes back to you.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna say as a redemption for yourself, as you are so kind. What I wanna say is that कि if तुमसे हो पाता है कि you are not spending your own self to help someone else, do it. But when you know that you have to bend a lot, and you have to spend your kindness like currency,
Yeah.
it's gonna run out.
Exactly. Finite source.
Quickly, honestly saying, we are shooting this
part for the third time.
and amount of our advices that we were giving,
The quality is
Degraded.
degraded by the third time. We are really exhausted. But
we're still here. So, for the third time, Ravi,
yeah.
what advice you want to give to people?
I mean, previously I was talking about a blooming garden, but that got deleted.
Before know that I was talking much more sense, but that also got deleted. So,
So right now, all I have to say is, since the topic for today is, the price we pay for kindness or for being a kind person, do not become the price. Do not let another person make you feel like you need to pay a price to receive kindness, or that, just vice versa.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
right?
be that person to make someone feel really small
Yeah.
for just being kind to you.
Yeah. You do not have to make other people feel this small. Do not make yourself the price that needs to be paid. You're not a sacrificial goat. You've got one singular life. And do not let a bad person or bad experience or circumstance or situation take away your generosity and change you as a person, because your kindness, your happiness, your beautiful heart will forever be only yours to carry, and nobody can take that away from you. And they shouldn't be able to, because it's good to not give that type of agency to another person. They don't get to do that. It's your life. You're bad.
And I'm just gonna say that on a random day, if you wanted to show out in the world or on the internet, wanna be nice to somebody, please take
Be
up that
nice out
take
there.
up that step
Yeah.
and just be nice. It's
Yeah.
that simple. Using or putting this on your day-to-day routine
Yeah.
will not only just you giving good outside, the good will come back to you too.
That
So
is
just
true.
like small habits.
Yeah. So I guess that's it
So we
for
will
episode 1.
yeah, and we would, as we were previously saying 3 times, that we would appreciate if you comment down your experiences or
We
any
would love to know.
advices for us to read, and for all the people that will come across this video and open the comment section and want to read about
Yeah.
your experiences. You're highly appreciated for doing this, for taking out your time.
Thank you so
Thank you
much
so
for watching us and sticking through with us. And just be kind out there, be nice out there. I'm sure there's people out there that need it.
Yes.
Thank you for watching.
Bye bye.